Hello, I'm Danita McCartney, President and CEO of Knox Area Rescue Ministries. Each year at KARM, we care for more than 5,000 men, women, and children who desperately turn to us to help them in their struggles with homelessness, addiction, domestic violence, mental illness, and poverty. We meet them where they are in all their brokenness and surround them with emergency services, life-changing programs, and the good news that they are loved by God and by us. We pursue our mission of restoring lives in Jesus' name by using our ministry formula of rescue plus relationships equals restoration. For those of you who've never been to KARM, Steve Clabough and I are going to show you around our main campus and Serenity Ministries. Every day, Steve and his amazing team take care of this 100-year-old building, so he knows it pretty well.
Hello, I'm Steve Clabough, Vice President of Operations at KARM. I am honored to have the opportunity to give you a tour of our facility. I'm going to show you where you would go if you were a guest coming to KARM for the first time. Come on, let's get started. KARM's safety and security team does its best to make sure men and women who walk through our doors know that they're safe and in a very safe place. Once guests have gone through security, they're directed to our Crossroads Welcome Center. In Crossroads, they're assigned to a care coordinator who personally works with them to identify the reasons they became homeless and directs them to KARM services and programs and outside resources that will help them break the cycle of homelessness in their lives. One of the first services guests receive is a nourishing meal. At KARM, we have a saying, it all starts with a meal. You see, once a person no longer has to worry where their next meal is coming from, they can take a breath and focus on steps they need to take to move from homelessness to becoming homeless no more. For the past several months, we average providing 1,000 meals a day. That's 365,000 meals a year. This is Hope Haven, our women's dorm, where every night 102 women can enjoy a clean shower and a warm, safe bed where they can rest. Our men's dorm, Samaritan's Place, houses 202 men each night. That's 304 men and women who can sleep at KARM every night. In these dorms, guests also receive toiletries, clothing, and other vital items. A few nights a week, KARM staff and volunteers hold Bible studies for our guests, or just hang out with them to work puzzles, talk, be a listening ear, and of course, pray with them. The first KARM program we encourage guests to join is Launchpoint. Let's go take a look. Here we are at Launchpoint Classroom. Take a look at the plaques on the wall. These are topics covered in our 4-week Launchpoint program. Each of these areas is designed to help guests become stable and move forward out of homelessness. As important as these areas are, most important are the strong, supportive relationships men and women find in this room with our staff and our incredible volunteers. Many guests who go through Launchpoint say these 4 weeks were the first time in years they felt accepted, encouraged, and loved. They credit Launchpoint with rekindling their hope, renewing their determination, and teaching them how to set important, attainable, lifetime goals and take the necessary steps to accomplish those goals. Welcome to our beautiful care center. At KARM, we're all about breaking down barriers faced by men and women struggling with homelessness. One huge barrier they face is access to health care. That's why we provide space in our care center where our medical partners can address guests' physical and mental health needs. Since we've opened up at this care center, 911 calls from KARM have decreased by almost 30%. Now that's a win-win, not only for our guests, but also for our community's emergency responders and hospitals. Speaking of medical needs, have you ever wondered what happens to a homeless individual when they're discharged from the hospital, but still aren't able to care for themselves and needs home health care? Well, at KARM, we're partnering with Covenant Health to address this problem. Male patients of Covenant hospitals can be discharged to KARM, where Covenant home health nurses and physicians work hand in hand with CARM staff to help them recover. Once again, this is a service that is a win-win for our guests and our larger community. This is Nanu's courtyard. It's a safe place with access to water, restrooms, and electricity. Here, CARM staff and volunteers welcome both guests and men and women living on the streets who have not yet come to CARM. We work to grow their trust and encourage them to come inside for help. CARM's outreach team also visits men and women living in the homeless camps across our area, providing them with supplies and compassionate care. Pastor Michael and his team meet these men and women where they are and remind them that they are loved by God just as they are. This is one of CARM's newest additions, our Urban Table food truck. This truck serves a dual purpose. It works like any other food truck in town, serving delicious food to paying customers. But what we're most excited about is using it in our outreach ministry efforts, feeding men and women and children across our area who either struggle with homelessness or struggle to provide food for their families. We are so grateful for this new truck. Welcome to the third floor of our north building where Berea resides. Of course, it's no secret that many guests who come to CARM are struggling with deep, life-threatening addiction issues. That's why, after much prayer and deliberations among our board of directors and leadership team, we've made the decision to turn Berea into a men's recovery program. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, we'll be able to share exciting developments about the future of men's recovery at CARM. So stay tuned. Of course, for women struggling with addiction, domestic violence, or homelessness, we have our wonderful Serenity Ministries program located at a separate campus. Danita will meet you there for the rest of our tour.
For 38 years, Serenity has been a light in the darkness for women in crisis. Serving up to 32 women and children, Serenity offers an 18-month biblically based residential program in a beautiful, secure environment for those seeking a safe place of rescue, recovery, and restoration. We've learned one of the most important keys to successful recovery is for a person to truly understand they are a unique creation, deeply loved by God. And that is our goal every day, to see the men, women, and children who come to CARM as Jesus sees them, to help them live healthy, whole, fully restored lives, restored to God, to themselves, to their families, and communities. We hope you've enjoyed this video tour, but honestly, we'd love to host you for a live one. Just email info@carm.org or visit our website and click on the Get Connected tab to schedule your tour. Thank you for partnering with us in this eternal kingdom work.